Now, 10,
10, 9, 8,
8, 7, 6,
4, 3, 2, 1. Live.
Well, we made it. So it's Sunday. We go live on Sunday at 10 o'clock. It's the Random Dialogues Unradio show with Jason Arbiter and myself. We have about 45 minutes of joy and miserableness, and it's pretty random. So lots of miserableness. So if you're tuning in for the first time or joining us, thank you very much. We'd love to hear from you. It's a bit like doing a Facebook. Well, it is a Facebook Live essentially. It's streamed onto YouTube as well, so you can engage with us. We'd love you to have a chat with us. And today, well, we've got a few things. We're not sure what we're going to talk about yet, but I know there's a few things we are going to talk about. Jason, do you want to talk about anything?
No, not particularly.
No.
Over to you, Jane. Over to you. I've got absolutely nothing to say.
Well, I was looking through our previous shows where I have actually been collecting them, Jason. Thank God one of us does a bit of admin around here. And here's our about us. So there's a little landing page there with some information about us. If you've not watched before, there's not much there, but it just gives you a little bit of information. And also, most weeks we like to ask this: what question would you like to ask the Dalai Lama this week? Now, I know it's only one question in your lifetime, but I think we could have one a week.
Yeah, so but the thing is, Jane, I asked you this question 3 weeks ago, and we still haven't managed to have an answer between the two of us.
It's really hard to ask just one question to the Dalai Lama.
Well, that's the way it goes, you know. One question. What's your question?
Don't know. Still don't know what my question is.
Oh, that's ridiculous, Jane. You've had 3 to 4 weeks to think. Oh, sorry, my camera's really rubbish there. 3 to 4 weeks to think about it. What are you doing?
Question today we've talked about this morning with Mike Turner and his little group in the what's it called, that new thing?
Oh, Clubhouse.
We're going to talk about Clubhouse later. So we had a little chat with Mike this morning about what makes an expert, and then we said, well, actually, what makes an unexpert? That might be what I asked the Dalai Lama.
The thing is, right, I was invited onto Clubhouse and I looked into it, and oh my good God, every single person, there's 1 million people on it now. It's only been going since last year. Every single person is a expert, entrepreneur,
coach,
a coach,
speaker,
how to make £1 million, 6 figures,
bitcoins.
Bitcoins. There's a whole. They love a bit of Bitcoin, and a lot of love. I mean, there's a lot of love on it.
We've got Colin joining us from Johannesburg. Good morning, Colin. Now, Colin is one of our, is a good friend of mine, and also spoke at Random Dialogues monthly on Wednesday. That's another show we have once a month.
Jane, you can't say he's a good friend of yours and you know him. You've got to pretend he's like...
Oh, sorry. Some random person's just... Colin from South Africa's joined us.
Oh, yeah. Never heard of the guy. Don't know him.
Thanks so much, Colin. I hope you enjoy the show.
Yeah.
I think he's gone already. I think he's left already.
That was brilliant. Yeah.
Colin, have you been on Clubhouse yet, Colin? Are you aware of Clubhouse? Are they talking about it over in Johannesburg?
What's the word in Johan?
In Johan.
Joburg, isn't it? I tell you who I know will know about it. Mr. Phil Shepherd.
Yeah, is he going to be here with us this morning? Don't know. Randomly.
I have a feeling he probably set it up.
Yeah, yes. No, actually, he doesn't want to go on it because to go on it, you have to have an iPhone.
Yeah.
So I'm scrabbling around in drawers today looking for an iPhone because I've been told you've got to get on there with what you're doing. You've got to get on there with the show. And I'm like, I don't have an iPhone and I don't want to buy an iPhone.
Oh, God. FOMO. Oh, my God, I can't do it. I can't get onto this new platform. Everybody's on it.
because we need to be an expert on there in randomness. They need a randomness expert platform. Randomness.
We would be the art of not being an expert or pretending. I mean, literally every single person is an expert. And I thought, I'm not an expert. I'm
So,
not an
question
expert on
today:
anything.
what are you not an What are you an unexpert in?
Everything.
Hmm?
Absolutely everything. I'm an unexpert on, or is it I'm an expert on nothing? I don't know.
An unexpert nothingness. Well, we did a wonderful haiku last week that I put onto the page, or maybe that was the week before. The creating from a blank canvas.
Yeah, that's our motto, isn't it? That's our thing. No, you've got to seriously, if you can do it, I'll send you an invite.
Okay.
You okay there?
I've just got a safety pin stuck in myself on my jumper.
Yeah, when you're ready, love.
God, I just do it. Sorry, just.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Jade. And she's
I'm an expert. I'm an unexpert in paying attention.
Oh no, you're an expert on paying. I can't.
Not paying attention.
Not paying. You're an expert on not paying attention, or an unexpert at paying attention. It's the same. Yeah. So I did find it quite entertaining. Because what you do, all it is audio, and there could be like 5 people in the room, or there could be 600 people, and you have, from what I can kind of get, to be honest, I've kind of lost interest quite quickly on it. You have like moderators all talking about their expertness, and you get people asking questions who are also experts on their expertness, and basically they're all saying, we've got 100 million viewers, and I don't think we're doing too well, kind of conversation, and you just want to go put the phone down.
Yeah.
So
because you've just spoken about it, does that make you an expert?
It makes me an expert on not really understanding the actual point of it.
Yeah. So you haven't put a little page up for us on there and got us all settled in.
No, not yet.
No, thanks.
Like everything else that I do, I kind of just like fell into it and kind of a bit randomness, and my profile probably will get a lot of people's backs up. But hey ho, that's what I like to do. I like to just stir it on a bit. I'll tell you what I wrote in my profile. I'll read it to you.
Go on.
Because it's quite funny. Well, I think it's. But there we go. I'm the only person I find funny.
So we're still talking Clubhouse. People have just joined us. We're talking about Clubhouse, and Jason's testing it out, investigating it. I haven't got on there because I haven't got an iPhone.
So what I've done, because you get your page, you love this part, and it's your profile and all that nonsense. So I put Jason Arbiter, Cactus Today. Award-winning loser. Next line, aren't there a lot of experts on Clubhouse? ? And then, because you get people like pages of how good they are and what they've done and solved the world's climate and all that testicles. I'm nothing in particular. I really doubt I could help you in any way. You get a lot of people go, hey, DM me if you want to do something with social media nonsense. And then I've put, there are 1 million brand influencers, marketing geniuses, in brackets, so-called, experts, and other people who claim they are the best and can make you millions within hours if you buy their products or strategy, open brackets, I hate that word. Not me, sorry. I don't have much to offer anyway. I'm not here to sell you anything really. I'm not entrepreneurial or influential like that. I'm not on a mission to change the world with some great idea I had while I was on acid and teaching yoga in the middle of the desert or some rubbish like that. I'm just me, Jason. Strangely enough, not a lot of people follow me. I did that about 3 o'clock this morning when I was bored.
Oh, good. Well, it's a start. Let's just see.
Wow, Jack, it's a start. Maybe we can work on that. Maybe.
Here you go. I've got another thing here that actually links with that. This is another thing we're going to talk about. Never mention to anyone that you don't understand social media.
Wow. I think I said that.
You wrote it. I copied it from you because I've collected your bits. So I thought, come on here and tell everyone you don't know what you can talk about. So what I do over the week is I find the bits you're writing and I've been putting them into a document.
Yeah.
Never mention to anyone that you don't understand social media.
I had it this week. And I put something in my LinkedIn. Once again, I was bored. And somebody, you read it, didn't you?
I read it and liked it.
And he said, I don't think sarcasm kind of works on LinkedIn. And he couldn't spell sarcasm anyway. And I really wanted to put no, but...
And it's because you used this hashtag, isn't it?
He did not like that at all. He did not find it. He DM'd me and said,
what does DM mean for those people who don't know about social media? Because obviously, you're being the unexpert. What does DM mean?
He direct messaged me, and he wanted to say, because it was about Clubhouse or something like, I can't remember. Yeah, because somebody, I'll go back on Clubhouse. Somebody said, "What am I doing about sales or something?" And this guy, who was the moderator, said, "You need to sell more." And I thought, yeah, that's probably all of our problems in business. We all need to sell more. Otherwise, we wouldn't be that worried. And I went, yeah, of course we do. And so I wrote it down. And this guy said, emailed me and said, I don't think, I think we need to have a chat about your strategy. I wanted to get a shotgun and blow my phone up there and then when he... and he's done this to me a couple of times. Every time I've made some kind of sarcastic, inappropriate LinkedIn message, he tries to be a business coach, because he obviously knows I'm in desperate need of a business coach. Very funny though. And so I was very polite to him. I did. I said, look, thank you very much for your kind concern, but at the moment, no thanks.
Yeah. No, he's very helpful, I'm sure. There's a lot of business experts out there. And I think, there are a lot of people that do know what to talk about. If I feel that they've had a business, they've had a successful business, it's people like that don't say they're business coaches. They are actually just naturally helpful and supportive. And
don't get me wrong, but I think this guy was a bit older than my son, and my son's 11.
Mm.
So I don't think his business knowledge is that big, to be honest.
Yeah. And it's like when you get messages saying, I'd really like to connect, I see we share a number of connections, I'd love to connect with you. And then you get 4 messages one day after the other with them selling stuff to you. And you're like, that wasn't a connection, that was just a spam at me. It's like
devious. I think it's devious. So what I was going to do, and I should have done it, but I was in one of my more reflective, nicer moods, because he tried to sell me something, basically his business coach. I actually know the owner of it, and he's a very nice guy. We've spoken in the past, and he knows he's got absolute zero chance with me. And I was going to say, but, because I've done it in the past, do you need a piece of jewellery? Please come to me. But I did on this occasion.
Say the word jewellery.
Jewellery.
My mum says milk, and she'll argue that she doesn't. We say milk. I go milk, and she'll go milk.
How do you say salt?
Salt.
Yeah, my wife says salt.
Salt.
And we come from exactly the same part of North London together, and and she calls it salt. I go, no, it's salt. It's salt.
Salt, scones, salt, milk,
scones,
jewellery.
Yeah, squirrel. I can't say squirrel.
Squirrel.
Chimney.
Chimney.
I tried to say that word. We've had this conversation before. Ombudsman.
Oh yes, now. Our words. I've got at the bottom of our document that I've made. Words, ombudsman and syndicate. That was last week. Syndicate. We still don't know what that means.
Okay, here's something completely different.
Were you going to say segue then?
I was there, yeah, but it didn't mean. But it wasn't a segue. It wasn't at all. It was just complete. I just had another thought in my mind. When anybody does, because we're all doing Zooms and StreamYards and what other nonsense that you all throw at me. Do you look at yourself or do you look at the other person?
Oh. I'm just typing something. I tend to look at you, I think. Yeah, I look at you. I do find get eye strain on these things. After a while, it's almost like it's too much to stare at the screen. My eyes get quite watery and stingy. And that's actually stingy. There's actually something called CSV or something, or there is I was getting these really, really sore watery, I couldn't look at stuff. And it's apparently there is a screen, that is a condition with looking at screens.
As a kid, when I used to play video games, you get that. You just stare like that for 48 hours and not drinking any liquid.
Yes. I remember taking my daughter to the doctor about it because she's got really sore eyes. He was like, it's not your eyes, it's the screen.
Yeah, maybe.
You must have got it too. Such a good role model.
I go into my son's bedroom now and I have to open curtains because there's no light. He'll sit there with his computer and it's really dark and dingy. I mean, I did that for 40 years, but I don't want him to do it. You've got a darkened bedroom. Yeah, so go on. What else are we talking about, Jane? What else are we talking about? What's on the cards? What's on the card? What's the deal?
Well, actually, so we also...
Oh, sorry. Do you know what I was given today and the other day? A present from a LinkedIn friend and networking friend. Oh, do you know what that is?
It's a scarf, a cravat.
Yes.
Who gave you that? Can you say?
Someone I know.
Oh.
Someone I know. Someone I know.
Who sent it to you?
Sent to me in the post. He said, "Give me your address and I'll send it to you." I went, "Thank you."
Do I know them?
I'll tell you afterwards. Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
Yeah. Really nice guy. Eccentric. I love him very much.
Why can't you say who it is?
Because just in case he's listening, and I wouldn't want to embarrass the guy.
Oh.
No, one of life's good people.
Okay. Oh, that'd be nice to know. That's really lovely, isn't it? Oh.
What did you get in the post today from one of the people you know? I bet you got nothing.
Nothing, but my mum's cousin, who I often say is my second cousin, 3 times, 5 times removed, we can never work it out. She has knitted me a tea cozy.
Has she done it now? Because you mentioned it last week.
She actually did it the next day.
Wow.
And I haven't got it because obviously, how do you post? I don't know. She hasn't obviously been out and posted it. I mean, that's the trick. And then she was like, how am I going to get it to you? And I was like, well, obviously I'll pay for postage, but I don't think anyone wants to go even for little trolleys to the post office at the moment.
I go to the post, it don't bother me. I'll take it. Where she live, I'll pick it up and do
But also, in terms of knitting, I did a little funny, I thought it was funny, a little video about knitting yesterday, finger knitting.
I saw something like that. I thought, the woman's getting more bonkers every day I know her.
And so I did this little reel, we've been playing our reels, and my children at the reel, they went, "Mum, stop doing them."
Shouldn't it be the other way round?
They were like, "It's rubbish. It's so rubbish, get off, stop doing them." I was like, and then my son had to give me a lesson in real etiquette, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I am doing them all wrong." But I got the finger knitting out that we used to do when they were kids, because we used to do a lot, and it's such a nice activity to do.
James, have you looked at how that looks?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
There was some amazing. Last night I was watching that finger knitting on YouTube, and I found some amazing videos about how to make head things and scarves. I was like, this is all I can do.
So you are. Honestly, you get more bonkers every time I see you.
I'm just expressing my true self.
Yeah, bonkers.
My cravat. Yes, I'm going to do a little. So I'm going to do a little bit of a tutorial later on how to do finger knitting.
You've either got to get out more,
Yeah, we can't get out. So it's like, and the sun is out, so I will try and go for a little local walk. It's been so miserable. And then when I did go out for a little local walk yesterday, everybody was out. It was like, oh my God. Everyone's had the same thought, obviously, and you can't, and then you stop panicking.
Yeah. Do you know what? I just go out and do my own thing, to be honest. I can't worry about it too much. But we're not here to talk about that. I was
going for lovely walks, and I will go out, but actually it's so muddy because everyone's going out for these walks, and the path I'm using is just a slush mud pile. So I'm just going locally, just out the door, walk around the block. But it's really, really important to get out and get some sunlight.
Yeah, I've got to go out later, but don't tell anyone. So I will go out and do that because it's sunny. It's sunny here.
It's really sunny here. It's really lovely. To be honest, I want to go to the allotment. That's what I'd like to do today, but it's so wet.
Boots. Put your boots. Put your hunters on, girl. Put your hunters on. Come on.
I don't mind getting wet. No. It's more the not being able to do much there because it's too wet to do stuff even on the soil. You know, it's too cloggy and.
What are you growing?
Well, we've got beans going in, asparagus. We've got rhubarb. Probably.
Sorry. Asparagus.
Asparagus.
Oh, you so middle class. Sorry. Unbelievable.
Sorry, mummy.
Absolutely.
I've had the allotment for about 15 years, and it's in Woking. I don't go that often, actually. My husband tends to do mostly now, but I've got like vegetables in the garden. But I said to him yesterday, let's go, because I said, you tell me what to do there, and I'll just come as your gardening
sous chef.
Yes.
Gardening sous.
It's a bit too wet, so we'll see.
Me and my wife, we got when I moved to the area that we're in now. It was the summer, and I had just got here, and I thought, countryside, brilliant. Let's get an allotment, and we were given a quarter of an allotment. So for the whole summer, we dug the earth and grew, and after the summer, I just went, I can't be bothered anymore. I'm going back. We got marrows. We started with courgettes, and they became marrows. So we had about 14 tons of marrows.
The accidental courgette, isn't it?
Yeah, an accidental courgette. And we got really into it. And then, we just, it wasn't for us. But I like in theory, I like the idea.
I had it when my children were really tiny, and it was just a bolt hole. It was somewhere to go when they were little, and I used to put them in the buggy, and I'd walk there from our house. And I had other friends there who were kind of, it was sort of very, very multicultural experience. They grew up on it, and they grew up eating, playing with worms and eating dirt and climbing trees and cooking outdoors. And it was fantastic.
Absolutely.
And that was why I did it. And then I kind of carried it on. It was quite hard work doing it with them. It was a kind of a love-hate, especially the courgettes and the beans. And I was like, oh my God, I hate them. And then you'd have kids kind of crying and needing nappy changes, and you're trying to do work, but it just was what I needed.
What I found over my lifetime, because the allotments are about 5-minute walk, maybe a bit longer from where I live, and I've got friends who have allotments. So what I do is this is my scam in life, is I go for a walk, and I just walk into near your allotment, and you're on the allotment, and you're harvesting. You can't eat all of that. And they go, why don't you have some, Jay?
Take a little basket home.
So I come out with like bags loads of beans, and it's lovely. And they all think, he was just walking by. I knew when they were going. I watched them leave their houses.
The allotment stalker. I'll tell you what, I did actually have two allotments at one point, because I also got a little plot I've lost the plot, but I got a plot in Guildford down the road, because the one in Woking was a bit of a drive. And what happened was my father was very poorly, and I just needed somewhere just to go and walk and just be in nature. So I found a community spot. So if you are interested in allotment and you're watching this and you go, actually, it's too much hassle doing allotment, there are actually community plots at allotments. You have to go and ask around. And so I was able to use this lovely bed all to myself, and just went there. There was a tea shed, and I sit there. And after my dad passed away, it was just a really lovely place to go.
That's nice.
I really needed it. And my sister came from Australia for the funeral, and we grew some stuff together.
That was a bit far to stay in an allotment.
It's true.
Okay, I'll come over.
Courgette. She said, and we had a courgette, and I called it. I did some videos. You might think I'm bonkers now. I did some videos called Kay's Courgette. Hashtag look up hashtag Kay's Courgette. I did some little videos. I go and live. I did them live from the greenhouse, and I said, and it's Kay's Courgette, and I just did updates on how it was getting on. I mean, I can't find. I just made a banner. Here we go, banner Kay's Courgette.
Got it.
So I did that, and then last year, finally, during lockdown, we put some little beds in the garden. I didn't need to go to that place. It was just too much doing it all, and it fulfilled what it needed. I always say that from grief comes growth. That was always my thing at the time. Grief follows growth. Growth follows grief. So it's good to kind of just get connected to dirt.
Yeah. No, in my mind, I mean, I think it's brilliant. When we bought the house that we're living in now, it came with a massive garden. And that's why I wanted the house. I thought, I'm going to get really into this gardening stuff. I did it for about 6 months, and now it looks like it was awful. I can't, but the dog goes out there and things, and the fences are falling down. It's overgrown. It looks like a back of a I can't really say it, to be honest. It just doesn't look very pleasant at the moment. Like burnt cars out there, and that's where I like when I finish with my old tyres for my cars, I just burn them in the back of the garden.
Into little courgette pots.
Have you ever changed a tyre on a car?
I was taught how to do it.
Yeah, I can't.
I was taught I could do it probably, but I could do it. To be honest, if I break down, I get YouTube up and go, how do you change a tyre? I mean, people must just like YouTube, thank God.
Yeah, I was using YouTube to how to tie a cravat this morning. And because I've got absolutely no patience at them anymore, I got to about 10 seconds and I went, yeah, that's done. That worked. That's how patient I got to the guy going, turn it round like that. And I went, yeah.
Now, we're joined by somebody who does know how to tie a cravat.
Oh, he does. Of course he does. He
just popped up. Here he is. Quote of the day, get connected to dirt. You're watching.
I have for years, Phil.
Do you remember that Young Ones clip with Neil? And he goes, we sow the seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Nature grows. I was Neil in a play once at school. I was the hippie young. I was Neil.
I was always...
go on stage, you go, we grow the seeds. Nature sows the seeds.
I was always Neil for quite a few reasons. But I won't go into those. Because I had quite long hair, that was one of it. Hey, my hair's getting really long.
And you're quite miserable.
Yes. Bloody miserable.
So that's two reasons.
How are you, Phil? How's our man Phil today? Let's find out. Okay, he's gone. He's gone now.
Now, last week we did a dice game and we had 6 throws and we then had a topic for each throw of the die. Now, if I just quickly run and guess it.
All right, so it's just me and old bonkish Jane has gone somewhere else. Well, let's not worry about Jane.
I didn't get ready. Ready? I'm going to throw it.
All right, okay. But hold on. No, Jane. We haven't got the subjects yet.
Okay, let me put them into the thingy. Here we go. Do you want to do the same as last week or new one?
New ones. Because
okay.
You probably thought about them all week.
I have.
Right. I know your type.
Number 1.
You go for it.
What's the topic for number 1? Cravat.
Cravat.
How do you spell cravat?
C-R-A-V-E-T.
C-R-A-V-E-T?
Yeah, I think. Hold on. I'm probably wrong there.
Okay, topic number 2. Who's got a topic for number 2? So here's the thing. It's
80. It's 80.
I had that originally, cravat.
Oh, did you? Right. Don't listen to me.
Trust your hat. Now, number 2. Who's got a number 2?
Sounds a bit like who wants a number 2? Dice.
Number 3. What are we going to have for number 3?
Curtains.
Curtain. Quite a minute as we go. I'll show it in a minute. Anyone got a number 4? Topic for number 4?
Allotments.
Number 5.
Clubhouse. Obviously.
Number 6.
And your turn. Go on. You think. I can't be the Water.
Let's just drinking it. Dice. What about here? Dice game.
I've got really cold hands. Do you know I suffer from cold hands?
You get Reynolds syndrome.
Huh?
Oh, look, I put it into the wrong thing. Dice game.
So what was that?
Reynolds syndrome, where you get like problems with blood circulation. So why is it Phil written stuff, but it's not showing up? So it says, I don't know why it's not showing. It's weird. Dice game. So we're going to make a sentence out of, or even a paragraph using all 6.
Well, hold on. Shall I get my trusty timer?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So. Right. Oh, look, that's weird. I've got that from the last time. 10:56. Reset. Go on, you just drink your tea there. How professional.
No, it's a morning chat show. Sorry, actually, it hasn't got tea in it. I'm just pretending just to make it look like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's and my normal cup of Darjeeling. I quite like Darjeeling. Oh, green tea. Cool. I do like green tea. Right, who's going first?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Right. Okay, this is how it plays, Jane. It's a simple game. It's not complicated. You roll the dice because I can't roll the dice.
Yeah.
And whatever number it goes on, okay, you have 10 seconds to talk about it.
Oh yes, okay. We talked about a topic, didn't we? Yes, so I was thinking we have to put it in the sentence.
What did you think we were doing?
I'm ready how to play the game. Right, you ready? Got the timer?
Right. Okay. Are you? Is this clear? This incredibly simple game. Sure?
I'm going to talk about a topic for 10 seconds.
Yeah, and you have, Jane, and you have to talk about it. You can't get to like 2 minutes later, as you did the other day, and then mention it.
You have to mention it quite quickly. The topic in the 10 seconds. It's tough.
Within
so
10 seconds.
An Instagram reel. They're 15 seconds or 30.
Or 30, isn't it?
What if you roll a 7? Well, actually, to be honest, I'm actually cheating a bit because the die I picked up has actually got number 7 on it. So I was thinking, as I roll it, I'm going to have to pretend.
Hold on. How can you have a 6-sided dice with sort of number 7 on it?
Because it starts at number 7. Or does it start? Yeah, number 7. No, it starts at 6. 7.
Can I see that? Yeah.
8.
So, Jane,
9.
how do you know which number you're doing then?
Well, I was just going to halve it. I just thought, if we land on 7, I was going to do 3.5.
Well, you haven't even got
I pretend quickly to get the dice and just pretend he doesn't notice.
So, hold on, Miss Tyson. You can throw that and go, oh, it's number 2. Thank God, because I really want to talk about dice.
You'll never know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then fine. I'll go with that.
Right, play that. Right, okay. Right. Ready?
Okay, ready. Okay, what do you throw?
5.
Clubhouse. All right, do you want to go? Okay. After 3, then you can start talking. 1, 2, 3.
You've got to go on Clubhouse if you're an expert. It's really important to be an expert to go on Clubhouse and have an iPhone to be on Clubhouse. I've run out already because Jason's on there, and if Jason's on there, we all need to be on there.
You got to 5 seconds before you had nothing to say.
Oh no, but I thought I'd run out of seconds already. It's quite I didn't realise how much you could pack into 10 seconds.
Wow! Oh my good God! What?
Right, are you ready? I better put my timer on. Are you going to just time yourself? Because I haven't got the timer ready.
Oh, I'll do what you do with the dice and go, yeah, 10 seconds. I'll just make it up. All right. Well,
you got the clock, yeah? Ready?
I got the clock, yeah, okay.
9. So
What's
which number?
9?
What would you like it to be? You pick what number you like it to be. What's near 9? Half 9?
Cravat.
Cravat, okay.
Right. Ready, steady, go, Jay. Okay, the other day I asked a friend about cravats, and he said, I'll tell you what, Jay, you look really good in it. You will look very good in a cravat. I said, oh, that's a nice idea. And so he was really polite and sent me a cravat. Boom.
Right, my turn.
Okay. Oh, no, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because this is unbelievably cheating, what you're doing. Right. Alexa, think of a number between 1 and 6.
Your random number between 1 and 6 is 6.
Okay, 6.
I threw that anyway.
That was okay. Go on. Hold on. Oh, crikey. Hold on. Right, reset. And breathe. No, you're thinking about it. Oh, okay, go.
Water everywhere. Water's so wet today. It's going to be very wet at the allotment when I go there later. But it's okay because I'm going to put my wellies on. I haven't got nice wellies. I've got really sort of cheap naff wellies, not the posh ones you talked about earlier.
Rubbish. You mentioned water once.
Oh, how many times am I meant to mention it then?
Well, you've got to talk a bit more about it. You started talking about your wellies.
All right, okay. Right, I've got to be more subject. More subject.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, water. Oh, nice water. But what I really like to talk about is my Wellington boots.
Oh, you're good. 10.
No, I'm going to use Alexa.
Right.
Alexa, think of a random number between 1 and 6.
Your random number between 1 and 6 is 3.
Okay, 3. Yeah, okay then.
Nice.
Right,
That's
3. What's 3? Dice.
curtains.
Oh, curtains. Okay. Who's timing, me or you?
I haven't got a timer on.
Oh, okay. You ain't got a dice, you ain't got a timer. This is your idea to play this bloody game. All right, you ready? Hold on, I've got to put it. Okay, hold on. Right. What am I talking about? Curtains. Okay.
Curtains.
Okay. I've got curtains. I've got curtains in every room in my house. We love a pair of curtains. I've got curtains behind me. We've got blue curtains. We've got grey curtains. We've got all manner of curtains. Everybody loves a nice curtain.
That was over, wasn't it?
Yeah,
How long was it over?
About 3 seconds.
Curtains for you, mate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. Well, pull yourself together then.
If anybody knows anybody else who wants to co-present this show with me, please send your details in with a postcard, because we are desperately looking for someone who doesn't use my son's jokes when he was about 3. Oh, hold on 1 second. Someone's at the door. Yeah. Sorry, just entertaining the young kids. Yeah.
You should draw the line at curtains.
Can we draw the line out of these incredibly bad, cheap jokes? Right.
So we've actually got 5 minutes left till our time is up.
Thank God for that.
What? Now, we must end on our high cue, because we have to do high cue Tonys every week.
Right, okay.
Because we must, because of Asperger's, we have to do that. Right. Stop self-diagnosing myself, my daughter said.
What did she say?
Stop self-diagnosing yourself. Right.
Yeah.
Now, what was it?
Don't want to do that.
Haiku tennis. Let's put Haiku tennis up on the banner. There we go to finish. Now, the topic is today cravat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cravat.
All right.
So the haiku goes like this: it's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables.
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 I thought you said Sybil's. I know Sybil. I know a Sybil one.
We could have a Sybil.
I know.
He says a line, I say a line, he says a line, and the winner is the one with kind of who gets it right quicker.
Yeah, sorry. What were we talking about?
IQ tennis.
Oh, I was just thinking about Sybil. Okay.
And the topic today is cravat. Just to finish off the show. Cravat. Put it on then while we do it. Put your cravat on.
Oh, do you know what's really odd?
Around your head like I've got a head. yes, that's better.
Oh, hold on. Oh, this is quite. This show gets more and more odder every week. Right. That's quite cool, really. Okay. You ready?
Cravat. You go first. 5 syllables.
Cravat on my head. It works, Jane. No need to count.
I'm working out my own. Cravat is for gentlemen.
Cravats are cool.
Cravats are cool. That's 4.
Today. Oh no, cravats are very cool. Bit of a cheap one, that one.
There you go. We could have this in our game. That's a good idea. Silly balls. Silly balls from now on.
Silly balls. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Phil.
Cravats are very cool. How do we start that one off again?
Cravats
are for. Put it up because I like to put it in our.
Cravats are on my. I can't remember now. That was about 4 lines ago.
I was 2 seconds there. Cravat on my head. Cravat on my head.
Cravat on my head.
Cravats are for gentlemen.
Yeah.
Cravats are very cool.
Cool.
That's 6 syllables. Last one. Sorry, got it wrong. You've lost.
I'll say just get rid of the very then. You told me it was 4.
Cravats.
Too many syllables.
Cool. Cravats are cool. Cravats are cool. Cravats are very cool. Cravats are.
Thank God we've only got 2 minutes of this because I am losing the will to live.
Cravats. Or how about we don't have cravats at the beginning of that line because it would be a bit of a rubbish haiku to type up this
That's
week.
what I thought. It was a bit of a cheap one this week. A bit of we haven't really thought it through.
No. Anyone in the audience like to help with the third line? Cravats.
Phil.
Or anything at all.
I thought someone else was making a comment, and it was you.
That's me. Edit. Oh no, it says edit. Block user. Yeah, block myself.
I would definitely.
Well, so this has been the 11th show. It just gets better every week, Jason.
Yeah.
And we have talked today about what is an unexpert. We've talked about the new social media platform that we're not sure about.
Jane, we haven't talked about anything.
No.
Every week you say to me, I've got this, we've got to do this, we've got to do it. And have loads of content and planning and strategies.
Strategies. Because I am an expert in this show.
Yeah.
One of us has to be the expert.
And as I said in my text before, I'm just going to wing it.
So I try and get it organised.
It's not going to happen.
No. Well, if you've been watching, thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So, and also we share a lot of joy and a lot of misery. I think we've done that successfully today as well. So we'll see you next week, same time, 10 o'clock, hashtag number 12.
Hold on, I've got it. You know, I always say to you, I want to end the show with a line.
Yeah.
All right. Keep it random.
Well, I'll put it in the thingy.
Keep it random.
Can we do it so that I do a bit with you? Because otherwise I just feel like I'm being left out.
Oh, hold on. Colin wants a summary in 100 words.
100 words. Oh, Colin, I didn't realize.
I can do it in one. I can do it in one. Shall I do it in one?
In less, though. Could you give us something in less than 100 words?
Yeah, easy. I can do it in one, Colin. Tosh.
In the show today, we have talked about the art of being an unexpert, the joy and miserableness. Why we're not so sure about going on
Clubhouse. Yep.
Courgette.
Courgettes, yeah.
The accidental courgette.
the accidental courgette grower.
A one-liner. Oh, no, here we go. Colin said, can we give a one-liner?
The Titanic? No. Was that a liner?
Yes.
Listen, if you can do bad jokes, I can do bad jokes also.
Can you give us a one-liner, Colin? Because we're struggling. You're the one who likes to keep things simple. You're the explainer guy. Colin is the explainer guy.
Hold on. Colin says, Tosh, how do I draw that? Does he draw? Is he an artist?
He's an artist. He's a sketcher.
Oh, I love an art. Oh, that'd be good. Don't know. Your interpretation, Colin.
Yeah, we'd love you to actually, if you could summarize it for us, then I could share that out because you might be doing a better job. You'll definitely do a better job than us.
And especially in the art department.
What did he put here? Tosh, talking on silly ideas.
I think he meant high Q. I think he's being a lot smarter than you and I ever will be.
Yeah, that's going to go right over our hats.
over our cravats. I've just invented something, a cravat hat.
Yes.
It's the new look on Zoom of a cravat hat. How's the hair going, by the way, Jane?
Oh, terrible. I'm on week 6 of not washing it. Week 6 of not washing my hair.
This is entertaining, isn't it, for the viewers? Watching us tie things around our heads.
They've gone.
Oh, well,
here you go. Let's take a quick picture. Ready? Quick shot. Get into the.
Hold on, I'm doing my blue still look.
Okay, that'll do. Actually, I wonder if Colin can take a quick screenshot because it doesn't look so good when I do it because I get the whole stream thing. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.
Yeah, keep it random.